campaigns by the governing APC ahead of the 2023 elections.
Our presidential candidate Asuwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been coming out very, very clear, campaigning on issues, explaining what he will do more to build on some of the successes that have achieved, to also deal with the new challenges that have come up as a result of experiences of the last 7 years. Luckily, we are campaigning on some strong track record: infrastructure development, agricultural development, gains in security. Our party has fought elections fair and square. We work hard. We don't have a sense of entitlement. We go to elections appealing to Nigerians, communicating and presenting our credentials, performance, and even where we can do better, we acknowledge, we humbly before Nigerians that despite working well, but maybe in some areas more needed to be done.
Governor Bagudu expressed the belief that come February next year, the nation's voting populace will vote Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu as president so that the worthy legacies of the Buhari presidency can be sustained. From the State House, Adamu Sambu, NTA News.
And more news from State House now. President Muhammadu Buhari says the topmost priority accorded the welfare and well-being of police officers by his administration is a deliberate attempt at enhancing the nation's internal security for effective management of the country. The president stated this while granting audience to the acting chairman and commissioners of the Police Service Commission. Here again is Adamu Sambu with the details.
The acting chairman and management of the Police Service Commission were in the State House to present the Commission's 2021 annual report as well as its 2023 budget proposal. This is to keep the president abreast of the progress, problems, and challenges of the Commission. The Police Service Commission is a sole statutory body responsible for the appointment, promotion, dismissal, and exercise of disciplinary control over persons holding or aspiring to hold offices in the Nigeria Police Force. These functions, the acting chairman of the commission, Clara Ogumbi, says are being carried out conscientiously and in accordance with the rule of law which President Buhari upholds at all times. While appreciating the president for his magnanimous disposition to the commission, Justice Ogumbi said police officers in Nigeria are now far better off in terms of their welfare, while the headquarters of the commission has been completed and awaiting inauguration.
So, sir, we are so much grateful and we appreciate all the efforts you are making in enhancing and making available the welfare of the current police officers. You put smiles on their faces, and sir, we are also appreciating you for honoring the police officer who was very honest by giving him national honors, and we in turn, we have also promoted him, and this will go a long way towards ensuring that other officers will follow suit.
Justice Ogumbi, however, said inadequate funding has continued to stare the commission in the face.
It is our humble request that our budget should be made among the first line charge in budget allocation. This will go a long way to release the burden of paucity of funds, which has been a bottleneck on the effectiveness of the commission.
President Muhammadu Buhari assured his guests that the reports will be carefully studied for appropriate action. The federal government, he promised, will continue to do its best within the limits of resources and the law towards protecting lives and property of Nigerians. And one of the most effective ways towards achieving this objective, the president said, is adequate care and support to officers and men of the Nigeria Police and other security services.
I think within the space of time and resources, I think we have done our best. It's history will decide whether our best is good enough.
This is the fifth time in the series the management of the Police Service Commission will be submitting similar reports to the president. From the State House, Adamu Sambu, NTA News.
The Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, calls for the adoption of independent but creative sources of funding that includes endowment funds to complement budgetary allocation to universities. Professor Osinbajo, in audience with a delegation from the Olabisi Onabanjo University, notes that the future of public university education hinges on adopting a business model administered by serious-minded people. Vice Chancellor of the University, Professor Agbola, appreciates the Vice President's selfless contribution to the growth of the university as a pioneer lecturer in the Faculty of Law, building it from scratch, his mentorship, and the entrenchment of a culture of research at the institution. Information and Culture Minister Lai Mohammed says the presidential candidate of the opposition People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, has positioned himself to sack people from their jobs and worsen the security situation of the country. The minister stated this at the 15th edition of the PMB Scorecard series in Abuja, which featured the Minister of Police Affairs, Mohammed Baigarit Ingyadi. Anthony Forson reports.
Kindly permit me to use this opportunity to respond to the unfortunate comment credited to His Excellency, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, during his campaign stop in Katsina on Tuesday, that he will reopen all Nigerian borders if elected president.
Lai Mohammed explained that the comments credited to the PDP presidential candidate is inimical to the growth achieved so far in food sufficiency.
By that statement, Alhaji Atiku has simply informed Nigerians that he will reverse all the efforts made by the PMB administration to achieve self-sufficiency in the production of many staples, especially rice. By that statement, the former Vice President has informed the country's millions of rice farmers that they will soon lose their jobs when imported rice floods the country. By that statement, His Excellency Atiku Abubakar has told the hundreds of thousands of Nigerians working in the various rice mills that have sprung up under this administration that their jobs are over. By this statement, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar will shut down most, if not all, of our new fertilizer blending companies, with thousands of jobs going down the drain.
Explaining that the PMB administration holds a record in the following areas.
In case His Excellency Atiku Abubakar is not aware, the Buhari administration has increased the number of fertilizer blending plants in the country from 10 in 2015 to 142 today. He has increased the number of rice mills in the country from 10 in 2015 to 8 integrated rice mills today. In addition, 10 large-scale integrated rice mills are currently being built across the country.
Having put Nigeria in the top table of rice exporting nations, Atiku Abubakar's plan, Lai Mohammed noted, is to return Nigeria to the top of the table again.
Alhaji Atiku, a former customs officer who rose to the pinnacle of his career, is ready to erase the gains made since 2015 in pushing Nigeria closer to self-sufficiency in the production of staples. Out of desperation, is ready to worsen the security situation in Nigeria by throwing open all the borders and allowing a massive inflow of small arms and light weapons into the country. Only an inordinate, ambitious candidate will wish to return Nigeria to an era of massive importation of food to the detriment of local farmers.
In Abuja, Anthony Forson, NTA News.
Well, 3 years after its creation, the Ministry of Police Affairs has come up with legacy initiatives that will motivate the police in aggressively tackling internal security challenges. Minister of Police Affairs, Mohammed Baigarit Ingyadi, recalled that the just-approved police assurance scheme, yearly recruitment of 10,000 police personnel, Upward review of salaries and housing estate for AIGs and above are among outstanding steps taken by the Buhari-led government to encourage the police. Francis Form reports that the minister gave the lists of achievements of the PMB scorecard series in Abuja.
Coming up to the 15th edition of the PMB Administration Scorecard Series.
This is the last ministerial scorecard for the year 2022, featuring the Minister of Police Affairs. The audience expects a lot from the minister, and he did not disappoint them.
Our vision as a ministry is to reposition the Nigerian police force.
Protection of lives and property is the primary responsibility of government, and the police is at the center of this task. The minister is aware of this task, so he took out from that sport. The signing into law of the 2019 MPTF Establishment Act and the reenactment of the Nigeria Police Act 2020 by President Muhammadu Buhari are amongst the achievements by the federal government in providing legal framework which are currently aiding the ongoing reformation of the Nigeria Police Force. As part of efforts to deepen citizens' participation, the Ministry of Police Affairs supervised the implementation of community policing initiative. Through collaboration, this has led to the recruitment of special constabularies in states across the country. Intelligence-led policing paradigm shift has resulted in the deployment of operational intelligence, an ICT-based apparatus to tackle and stem the tide of crime and criminality in the country. The NPF Rescue Me application for emergency response at the click of a button. The Interpol Cybercrime Unit is also empowered to mitigate possible cyber attacks, especially in the arrest of ISWAP members. A state-of-the-art Nigeria Police National Command and Control Center was commissioned in the last quarter of 2019. Since then, the police has been upgrading and expanding the control unit. The ministry also secured the Federal Executive Council approval for the procurement of 30 additional operational vehicles. On maritime security, the Police Marine Unit is repositioned with the deployment of state-of-the-art gunboats. Another feat achieved is the establishment of West Africa Police Information System WAPIS to connect member countries for shared intelligence. The initiative is midwifed by the Ministry of Police Affairs, executed by ECOWAS in conjunction with the Interpol units of the Nigeria Police Force. It's been eventful moments taking charge of the Police Affairs Ministry, but the minister promised greater strides ahead. Francis from NTA News.
We'll take a break here. The news continues shortly.
People of Nigeria don't talk them say na Asiwaju Bola Tinubu them want as president of Nigeria. Our country people get many reasons we make them all agree say na Asiwaju Bola Tinubu them choose for this president election. Yes, so Bola Tinubu na man wey sabi anything wey him put in hand he dey work wella. He do better work for Lagos State when he be governor. Till today Lagos people still dey enjoy from all the better things wey Jaburata for Lagos. People of Nigeria, e good to make we vote for who sabi. As e come be so, make we all come out for election day and vote Bola Ahmed Tinubu as president of Nigeria. Vote Senator Kashim Shettima as vice president. Vote APC, the party with the broom.
Who be the president? We go go.
The acting co-marshal, FRSC, Dauda Alibio, on behalf of FRSC management and staff, wishes to remind all the road users to obey all traffic rules and regulations as we journey into the Yuletide season. Avoid excessive speed. Don't overload your vehicles. Always use the seatbelt while driving. Ensure proper maintenance of your vehicle before traveling this season. Avoid drinking while driving. Avoid night traveling if possible. In case of any road crashes or any road challenges, please call FRSC toll-free line 122 or call 0700. Call FRSC or 0700 225 3772. Remember, only the living celebrates. Always drive to stay alive. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
me a risco tomato instead. I go give you imported tomato. Be like saying that people like you, the wicked our country people. You see this rich chicken or nachico, they take correct natural ingredients, make them. If not made in Nigeria, like a risco, get many benefits. It help grow our economy. And plenty put them inside mouth is sweet and it dig the one for body.
So, by main partnership project between NASENI, the Nigerian Incentive-Based Risk Sharing System for Agricultural Lending, NESAL, as well as the Machine and Equipment Corporation Africa Limited, MEGA, NASENI hereby calls for submission of expression of interest to participate in the scheme by state governments or MBA. Those eligible are all the 36 state governments, the FCTA, and all federal ministries, departments, and agencies. Interested states and MDAs should send expression of interest to NASENI Special Intervention Revolving Fund not more than 6 weeks from date of this publication. Announcer Professor M.S. Haruna, Executive Vice Chairman, NASENI.
The holiday is upon us again. The Petroleum Tankers Drivers of Nupeng, in collaboration with the Federal Road Safety Corps (FRSC), joyfully congratulates all Christian faithfuls this Christmas period. It is a season for us to share love with friends and family. The safety of all travelers is our priority. Do not drive and drink. Use your seatbelt while driving. Don't drive with worn-out tires. Obey all traffic rules and regulations. Ensure your vehicle is in good condition and roadworthy. Consideration of other road users is everybody's responsibility. For emergency, please call FRSC toll-free line 122. Remember, your life is precious to your loved ones and the nation. Have a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. This message is from Petroleum Tankers Drivers of Nupeng, Comrade Lucky Oseshwa, JP, National Chairman, PTD Branch of Nupeng, announcer.
The School for Arabic Studies, Old Students Association, SASOSA, wishes to invite its members across all class chapters and the general public to the SAS Day theme, Bringing Back Old School Days. Date, Monday 26th December 2022. Time, 10 a.m. Venue, School for Arabic Studies, Kano. Announcer, Organizing Committee.
Thanks for staying with us. Starting off with the legislature now, the Senate has postponed the passage of the 2023 appropriation bill to Wednesday, the 28th of December 2022, after the Christmas holidays. National Assembly correspondent Ignatius Nkwo reports that the Senate had announced that it would pass the budget on Thursday this week.
Tomorrow, therefore, will be quite busy for us, because we have to receive the report on the 2023 appropriation bill from our Committee on Appropriations.
That was the announcement by President of the Senate Ahmed Lawan on Wednesday the 21st of December 2022. But as the Senate reconvened Thursday, the order paper did not reflect that announcement. The absence of the budget consideration was conspicuous. After 30 minutes of closed-door session, Senator Lawan explained that the budget will no longer be considered as scheduled, as the Senate Committee on Appropriations is busy correcting mistakes that accompanied the budget.
We are not able to receive the report of the committee. Our committees had to start a process of cleaning up the bill first. That process, of course, also engaged the executive arm, because the problem came from there. Was concluded yesterday, only yesterday. And our committee secretariats are not able to finish processing the budget for us to take today nor tomorrow.
Meanwhile, the Senate Committee on Appropriations has commenced scrutiny of the 2022 supplementary budget transmitted by the executive on Wednesday of this week.
And based on our procedure on passing appropriation bills, normally what we do is to allow the committees involved to go and work on the specific proposal that affects each committee. That is the Committee on Works and that of Housing, the Committee on Agriculture, the Committee on Water Resources.
The report of the Senate Committee on the Supplementary Budget is expected to be harmonized with that of the House of Representatives before presentation at plenary. Senate has adjourned to Wednesday, the 28th of December 2022. From the National Assembly, Ignatius Nkwo, NTA News.
The Central Bank of Nigeria has informed the House of Representatives that Nigeria made remarkable progress in the global financial stage since the launch of the cashless policy in 2012, as this placed the country in the same league with countries like India and China. National Assembly correspondent Lami Ali reports that the Deputy Governor of the Central Bank in charge of financial stability stated this while briefing House members during plenary on policies recently introduced by the CBN.
The briefing is the fallout of the policies introduced by the CBN, particularly the limit on cash withdrawals. The CBN Deputy Governor explained that motivated, but the result of analysis from available data, which aligns with the push to ensure inclusion of more Nigerians into formal payment options to reduce processing costs on customers and eliminate financial-related crimes.
Nigeria is judged 6th in the world for instant real payments. We are the only African country in the top 10, and this has been as a result of some of the initiatives that have come off of cashless.
The lawmakers expressed mixed feelings on the impact of the policies.
It is all over the news that there has been an interception of fake currency even before the circulation gets to the population in the country.
We are spending hard-earned money to print the naira. We cannot keep printing the naira. So as much as you have doubled down on this policy right now, we want you to tell us categorically for how long will this be?
That our people are going to start losing their jobs. That is the long-lasting effect, because when the bank starts seeing less customers, they feel the need to reduce in their human capacity.
In the United States, in other places, even when the law or the policy takes effect, you are allowed to continue to use the old notes at the same time until it's completely phased out.
Plenary continued with other considerations as it approved capital, overhead and personnel in the revenue of the Federal Inland Revenue Service for 2023. The House adopted motions to investigate online money lending outfits and the need to investigate delays experienced by Nigerians studying abroad in the processing of transactions. The House also passed resolutions urging security agencies to commence joint operations to curb security breaches in parts of Kaduna and Anambra states. 13 bills were read the third time and passed, while the executive bill seeking regulation, implementation and administration of technology and digital economy was among the 5 that passed second reading. Plenary was adjourned to Wednesday, December 28, 2022. From the National Assembly, Lami Ali, NTA News.
In other news, the first set of mega transformers procured by the federal government from Siemens Energy are being installed in parts of the country to boost electricity supply and stabilize the grid. Abuja and Lagos are the first cities the transformers are currently being installed. Joshua Ojito reports that the power infrastructure for Abuja has been installed in Apo, where the Minister of Power, Abubakar Aliyu, inspected the site. So far, 6 of the 10 mega transformers have arrived, with the remaining 4 and 10 mobile substations expected to be delivered soon. The project being implemented under the Presidential Power Initiative is to increase power generation, transmission and distribution to 25,000 megawatts by 2025.
$100% credit goes to the president for thinking it out to come up with this initiative. So it is going to help generations yet unborn. So we cannot relent, we will not let him down. Working round the clock to ensure that we deliver the projects.
We'll start the process of implementation immediately after we're able to get
the necessary outage permissions with the distribution company.
The National Salaries, Income and Wages Commission says it is set to take appropriate action against states and local governments defaulting in the implementation of the National Minimum Wage Act 2019. The Commission made the statement at a stakeholders' public enlightenment and sensitization workshop for field officers to monitor the implementation across the country. Joseph Otsen reports.
2019, the national minimum wage was reviewed from 18 to 30,000 naira. Though there is compliance at the federal level, workers continue to report infractions at some subnationals.
Not up to 10 states in the 36 states plus the FCT have implemented the minimum wage to teachers.
Some started paying as late as this year, and they have refused to pay arrears.
Almost 4 years down the line since the National Minimum Wage Act 2019 was established, the agent responsible for monitoring of the implementation is set to exercise its mandate, beginning with training of field officers and interface with stakeholders.
So we want to go out and make sure that the monies are being paid to the right people, and nobody's taking the salaries or compensation or emolument that belongs to other people.
We are looking at about 88.3% increase in the inflation rate, which actually justifies that we need another living wage by now.
Beyond implementation of the national minimum wage and review of salaries, the Commission acknowledges disparity in wages of similar government organizations.
What we can do is to go back, look in the papers, and bring things in order, and we are doing that.
COVID-19 and challenges of funds are, however, blamed for delaying the monitoring of implementation of the national minimum wage. In Abuja, Joseph Otsen, NTA News.
The Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission is committed to attracting competent third-party investors with capability and proficiency in deep-water environment operation offshore for the mini-bid. Correspondent Lydia Sampson reports that Benga Komalafe, the Commission's chief executive, made the commitment at a press briefing in Abuja.
Mini-bid round is an opportunity to spawn new exploration and drilling activities in the prospective deep waters offshore of Nigeria. The mini-bid round 2022 is the first in a series of bid rounds aimed at further development of prospective petroleum basin that will be held in accordance with the Petroleum Industry Act 2021.
In this year mini-bid round, 7 offshore blocks covering an area of approximately 6,700 kilometers in water depth of 1,150 meters to 3,100 meters is put on offer. The success of the mini-bid round will ensure all stakeholders gain value from the country's resources while paying close attention to reduction in carbon emissions.
He says the National Data Repository of NUPRC and multi-client partners are ready to support the mini-bid round underpinned by high-quality data sets. Historically, this mini-bid round intends to build on the successes of the last bid round that held in April 2007, during which a total of 45 blocks were put on offer. A pre-bid conference is scheduled for 16th January 2023. In Abuja, Lydia Sampson, NTA News.
Saudi authorities have announced the restoration to Nigeria of the 95,000 pilgrim slots enjoyed before the COVID-19 pandemic. National Hajj Commission of Nigeria announced this after a virtual meeting between the Commission and the Saudi Ministry of Hajj in the preparation for the 2023 Hajj exercise.
In categorical terms, they told us that we are going to have our full slots, and that is a slot of 95,000. By God's grace, we are going to clear our backlogs of pilgrims that have been on ground affected by no performance of Hajj for 2 consecutive years, and secondly, those who are new interested pilgrims. We also thank God that for the very first time they are communicating in good time. They always communicate at the 11th hour.
The 2020 and 2021 Hajj exercises were cancelled for pilgrims outside the kingdom on account of COVID-19, while only 43,000 pilgrims were allowed to perform the pilgrimage in 2022. In another development, a Saudi company responsible for providing feeding and accommodation to pilgrims during the 5-day Hajj peak period has refunded to Nigeria over 107 million naira for poor feeding of Nigerian worshippers in the 2022 Hajj. Motorists and other road users plying the ever-busy Lagos-Ibadan expressway have commended the federal government for removing barriers and diversions causing a gridlock on the road as they now enjoy smooth driving. Yemi Dalemo reports.
The opening of the Lagos-Ibadan expressway at Kara Bridge inward Lagos, motorists say has now lessened the pains experienced, including the several hours spent in the gridlock occasioned by the closed section. They expressed appreciation to the federal government for being sensitive to the plight of Nigerians by reopening the highway to accommodate utilitarian travels.
We thank the federal government. At least between Lagos and Ibadan now, we can use less than an hour. So the road is good now.
Ogun State Sector Commander Federal Road Safety Corps Ahmed Umar, who also appreciated the federal government for deploying more logistics to the command for effective coverage of the road, urged motorists to obey traffic rules and regulations during the U-tide.
Right from Onigari, that is our border with Oyo State, up to this point, positioning of road safety vehicles and personnel is helping a lot to reduce the frequency and severity of crashes.
The relief is expected to last till January, when the contractors are to resume work for the completion of the project, as the Federal Ministry of Works is targeting the fourth quarter of 2023 to deliver the project. In Abuja, NTA.
And let's link up with Michael in Lagos for more reports on network news. Michael? In Lagos for more reports on network news. Michael? In Lagos for more reports on network news. Michael?
Job creation apart from offering window for upscaling infrastructure pivotal to academic excellence. The Minister of Works and Housing, Babatunde Fashola, made the assertion in his message to the handing over of rehabilitated roads within the University of Lagos. From Lagos-Ibadan Expressway to Badagry and strategic road projects across the country, there are 700 projects receiving intervention across the country as at 2020. This figure is not too challenging for the Federal Ministry of Works and Housing to extend its road revolution projects to tertiary institutions across the country. So far, 64 internal road projects have been completed and 46 handed over. The University of Lagos is the latest beneficiary, and to students like Stanley Ikechukwu, fixing this road, which stretches from the bookshop to the university's medical center, is crucial to advancing educational growth.
It ushers in easy commuting by students, and we can now, be up to speed when we want to go to our classes or come back at night, and we feel very, very safe because there are street lights.
The undisputed notion that the quality of infrastructure plays great impact on the quality of education is the reason for the intervention, and the Vice Chancellor of the University of Lagos is optimistic this will be achieved, describing the initiative as a clear demonstration of government's continued interest in the future of the younger generation. But, like Oliver Twist, she made further appeal.
As we say thank you, and we are truly grateful, we're also saying, don't leave us. we're still here and we would like to have more roads.
Although there are 19 internal road projects undergoing construction, but the Federal Controller of Works in Lagos promised more projects for the university in the future, since the overall interest of the initiative is to improve human condition and support the educational sector.
During the construction, over 40 people were employed in the process, thereby contributing to job creation initiatives of the government.
Similar internal road projects were handed over to the Yaba College of Technology.
In the last 5 years that I've been here, we have gotten intervention from the Ministry of Works at least about 3 times.
The Federal Ministry of Works and Housing believes the intervention will also augment the quest to steadily bridge infrastructural gap in the country. Strategically positioned and combat ready to nip in the bud any acts of criminality and civil unrest that may occur in the metropolitan city of Lagos. Commissioner of Police, Lagos State Command Abiodun Alabi reiterated this while reeling out plans of the command to provide adequate security to lives and property, especially before, during, and after the Utah season. Abolade Salami reports.
Ensuring security to lives and property usually top the priority of any government, explaining why provision of logistics and manpower to address security challenge has never been compromised by the federal government.
While remaining security conscious and be vigilant.
As a proof of its efficient management of information and quick response to crime scenes in Lagos State, the police command in the last 1 month has recorded success against several criminal acts, ranging from armed robbery, conspiracy and threat to life, as well as murder.
For you today, we have a total of 13 suspects who have engaged in various crimes, including armed robbery, stealing, and criminal conspiracy. We have been able to successfully crack. We recovered a total of 2 arms, 25 live ammunition, 8 cars, 7 cartons of pushing baby products, among other exhibits.
While emphasizing on the need for criminal elements to desist from the illegal acts and imbibe Nigerian spirit of hard work and commitment to good deeds, the Commissioner of Police, without mincing words, read a riot act on persons or groups who was caught in the act of crime.
And I want to assure that the safety of the state is our top priority. We are working assiduously to ensure that Lagos State is safer and secured. We have been able to deploy adequate human and operational resources at our disposal to all strategic points in Lagos State to ensure that Lagos is free for all of us.
Items of the operations in the last 1 month include locally made pistol, live ammunition, vehicles, knives, and other dangerous weapons. In Lagos, Abolade Salami, NTA News.
You're still watching the news on the network service of the NTA. Do not forget to follow this news broadcast live on our website at nta.ng/live and on our other social media handles displayed on your screen for updates. Time for some messages. The news will be back shortly. Please stay.
Pension Commission PENCOM is pleased to inform the general public that the 3rd edition of pension enhancement under the Contributory Pension Scheme CPS has been approved. The exercise is for existing retirees under program withdrawal who have accumulated significant growth in their retirement savings account RSAs. The effective commencement date of the enhancement is February 2023. All relevant retirees are by this notice advised to contact their respective pension fund administrators to complete their required documentation. PENCOM assures all stakeholders of its commitment to the effective regulation, supervision and administration of pension matters in Nigeria. Management Announcer.
kai cuta yin zaman kana kula da haƙin daga ƴan uwa alkhairi ne.
The chairman, Zamfara State APC Gubernatorial Campaign Council for the re-election of His Excellency Governor Bello Muhammad MON, Mutawallan Maradin Shatiman Dollar Usmaniya, His Excellency Honorable Abdulaziz Yara Abubakar Shatiman Zamfara, and former Governor Zamfara State cordially invite all APC members, stakeholders, and supporters in Zamfara State to the flag off of Zamfara State Gubernatorial Campaign, scheduled as follows. Date: Tuesday, 27 December 2022. Venue: Kauran Namoda Township Stadium along Shinkafi Road, Kauran Namoda, Zamfara State. Time: 10 a.m. prompt. Announcer: Honorable Ibrahim Megandi, Malikin Gidan Goga, Director, Publicity Directorate for the Campaign Council.
a cikin fatar mu Allah karo na.
My people, my name is Emeka. Mekus Kamat. Let me get all this people. I don't learn my lesson. Somebody come buy motor for my hand, carry big money, come give me. Now when the gate bust, then my eye open. I don't know say that 419 in be. Now when EFCC grab them, then they come grab me too. Now he make me they warn you. All of them when they do business like me, where they carry big money, when I go sometimes I go carry transfer, carry bring back. They could shine on my eye because the special control unit against money laundering, when they call school, they don't want to say if the money pass 5 million naira for individual, no collect them. If it pass 10 million naira for company, no collect them. Can I go where? Bank. If you not do them like that, 250,000 naira for every day where this offense happen. Or they go suspend your license, or they go shut them down, pata for your hand. No talk say I no want you.
This message is from the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC.
It's not the pressure, time for family, time for another get together. Let's celebrate. Veleta moment, a happy moment. Veleta moment, Veleta. It's time for connection. It's laughter and love. It's time for sharing moments. Hey, let's celebrate.
Enjoy every moment with the goodness of Veleta sparkling fruit drink. Available in 75 cl and 37.5 cl bottles, and comes in red grape, white grape, and peach variants. Another product of premium quality from Intercontinental Distillers Limited, ITL. Veleta sparkling fruit drink. Celebrate every moment.
Veleta.
What a time to be alive! To look back over the beauty of the year, to find comfort in triumphs, in laughter, in joy. What a time to bask in stories of pride, reward, and bated breath.
We are most grateful.
The best of season stories to you. Only on Netflix.
Growing up in a big family, there weren't always enough seats at the table. So we started eating on the floor so that we could enjoy our food and cokes together, to remind us that the most important part of any meal is being together.
Final burial arrangements for late Iyarire Maria Abike Olufunke Babaoye as follows. Date 23rd December 2022. Time 10 a.m. at St. Andrew's Catholic Church, Oro, Kwara State. Engineer Francis Aramide Babaoye, announcer for the family.
The presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, says building a democratically responsible nation where insecurity, health, economy and educational challenges are curbed to the minimum is possible and achievable. He stated this during his mega campaign rally in Port Harcourt, Rivers State. Joy Uzo reports.
A sustainable solution to endemic challenges in Nigeria's security, economic, educational, health, and infrastructural fronts are ostensibly a major mobilizing factor for the large turnout of Nigerians, especially youths, to the Labour Party campaign rally in Port Harcourt, Rivers State. They converged to affirm their support and trust for the candidacy of the Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi.
One job is to secure and unite Nigeria. Two jobs to make sure that we have a country where there's rule of law. We will invest in health. If we invest in health and education, to develop the country.
Delegates of the party reiterated the significance of the permanent voters card (PVC) to achieving their desires and the need to make the collection of the PVCs a priority. Highlight was a presentation of the party's flag to senatorial, House of Representatives and House of Assembly candidates in Rivers State. In Port Harcourt, Joy Uzo, NTA News.
And the presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress, APC, Bola Tinubu, has promised entrepreneurs that he would turn Nigeria's present challenges into opportunities for growth and development if supported to victory in the coming presidential election. Tinubu, who was speaking at a business luncheon with business owners in Lagos, also promised to work towards creating better security in the country to allow an enabling environment for businesses. He promised to take bold decisions that will turn the economy around. On fuel subsidy, he said Nigeria will not continue to subsidize fuel in neighboring countries. The APC candidate promised improving the power sector, which is critical to economic development, and also strengthen the health sector. And the APC gubernatorial candidate for Adamawa State, Senator Aisha Ahmed Binani, has called for unity of purpose among APC members to ensure victory of the party at all levels. She stated this during a meeting with the party's stakeholders from the 21 local government areas of the state. Rayan Ubala reports.
A gathering which appears to be the conciliatory meeting brought together critical stakeholders a new course for the victory of the party in Adamawa State. The APC governorship candidate in Adamawa State, Senator Aisha party members to bury their differences and strictly adhere to ideals of the party in the interest of unity and success of APC. He solicited for their support to actualize her aspiration of our state and promised to carry everyone along. Speakers at the meeting commended Senator Binani for such a move to reconcile aggrieved party members to pursue a common goal. In Eola, Rayan Ubala, NTA News.
Non-indigens of Borno residing in Maiduguri from the southern part of the country have been given free transportation and allowances to their hometowns for Christmas celebrations by Governor Babagana Umara Zulum. The journey, planned in 3 batches for those wishing to travel for the celebration, has already commenced. Maru Kirawa completes the report.
Traveling during the Yuletide has been a long-standing tradition of Christians across the globe to celebrate Christmas with their loved ones in far-away towns and villages. To the surprise of 235 widows, orphans and non-indigents traveling to their communities in the east, south and western parts of Nigeria, Borno State Governor Professor Babagana Umara Zulum settled their transportation fares, an initiative that has been sustained for the past 3 years.
The gesture is very wonderful to us. We are very grateful to him.
We say long live Borno, long live Zulum.
We want to carry everybody along irrespective of where you come from. At least there's nothing you cannot do for that governor. He's a man working for the peace of this nation, and he's a man that said people must travel home, especially those that cannot afford it.
The free transportation, according to the leadership of Ahanize Indigbo in Borno, will continue to cement the existing bond of relationship with the people for better Nigeria.
We are more than united in Maiduguri. Our able governor, the Jagaban of Northeast, Professor Babagana Umara Zulum, he has been putting smile in our people's face.
The journey to Kano, Enugu, Abia, Port Harcourt and other states of the Federation, according to the coordinator, has eased the hardship of travelers and given them hope for better Nigeria and united Borno and the nation. In Maiduguri, Umaru Kirawa, NTA News.
Time for another quick break. Stay with us.
Electoral Commission INEC has fixed Monday 12th December 2022 to Sunday 22nd January 2023 as the dates for the collection of PVCs nationwide from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily, including Saturdays and Sundays. All registrants who are yet to collect their PVCs or requested for transfer of registration, as well as those who applied for replacement of lost or damaged PVCs, can now visit INEC local government offices where they intend to vote to collect their PVCs. Collection of PVCs will be further extended to ward level for those who are unable to collect theirs at local government offices from Friday 6th to Sunday 15th January 2023. Thereafter, the exercise will be reverted to the local government offices of the INEC until Sunday 22nd January 2023. Remember, only those with PVC can vote on election day. Collect your PVC now to vote. It is your duty. This message is brought to you by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC.
And supported by the United Nations Development Programme, UNDP.
In me, it depends you, it depends us, it depends everybody. Yes, but bloodshed, startup, comot, e no go solve am. This one dey talk, and make them go if they wan go. This one dey talk, we go comot, we go. This one say, make we scatter, make we burn, make we do everything. When you scatter finish, where you go? Okay, you go take private jet, carry your family go. But make I ask you, what about your uncle, mama, auntie, brother, sister? What about them? Remember, who throw stone for market? You don't know whether the stone go touch your own person. If the thing will go come out from your mouth, you no go fit gather us together as one people. Shut up with please. War no get friend. You don't know language, you don't know anything. So if our get too much, make we sit down at the table of dialogue. Nigeria na my own, Nigeria na your own, Nigeria na our own. Make we come together, keep them together.
What a time to be alive! To look back over the beauty of the year, to find comfort in triumphs, in laughter, in joy. What a time to bask in stories of pride, reward, and bated breath.
We are most grateful.
The best of seasoned stories to you. Only on Netflix.
Does your toothpaste give you complete fresh protection? New Close-Up Toothpaste Complete Fresh Protection takes care of your 5 important oral care needs. It gives you strong teeth, prevents tooth holes, cleans deeply, fights bacteria, and gives you fresh breath. Complete fresh protection from Close-Up.
If you want to become something, become a child again. Why be a patient? If you must worry, don't worry about winning. Why worry about germs? When you come home, bring tales and stories. Why bring in germs?
Shield your families from germs. When Dettol is a part of every household bucket, then you and your family can stay protected from up to 100 illness-causing germs.
Everyday use of Dettol keeps my loved ones protected.
As we close a successful year 2022 and prepare for the start of a better year 2023, the Nigeria Television Authority, NTA, wishes to appreciate and share the love with all who gave us a year to remember for good. The 3 arms of government, ministries, departments and agencies, corporate bodies and advertisers, religious bodies, civil society groups and political parties. Most importantly, you, our esteemed viewer. We say thank you. Together, we made 2022 great. Let's make 2023 greater. Once again, we say thank you. Wishing you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year from all of us at the NTA. NTA, you can't beat the rich.
The federal government has declared Monday and Tuesday, December 26 and 27 of 2022 and Monday, January 2, 2023 as public holidays to mark Christmas, Boxing Day and New Year's Day celebrations. Minister of Interior Rauf Aregbesola, in a statement on behalf of the federal government, felicitates with all Nigerians, particularly Christians at home and in the diaspora. The minister enjoins Christians to emulate the doctrine of Christ in faith, hope, and love, and wishes all a happy Christmas and a peaceful and prosperous New Year celebration. And that concludes Network News tonight. But remember, the fight against rape and rapists is on. Join the NTA. I'm Cyril Stober. Good night.